now starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Man, I'm energized, dude. Taking a week off really just gave me so much energy to be back right here to do this thing, man.
Yeah, man, we got it going on. We were off last week for Thanksgiving. It was an awesome time to be with everybody I was with. I know you traveled to Texas, man. You want to talk about your Thanksgiving? How was it?
Yeah, it was incredible, man. What an experience I had out there. And oh, yeah, I missed that. But I did a lot of that while I was out there.
Nice.
Didn't get it from Ollie's while I was out there, which was a shame, but... got to just do a bunch of... I got to eat. I ate like you wouldn't believe. I hope everybody else got to eat real well. Got to go to Billy Bob's, which was awesome. The world's largest honky tonk.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
I think I counted 17 bars in that place. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
how awesome is that, man? So many big names and people that are long gone and remembered have played there. And just to be in there just was an experience, man.
Yeah.
Travel was great. Everything was great. Food was great. Thanksgiving was great. How was your Thanksgiving?
Dude, my Thanksgiving was crazy.
Yeah.
It started off getting everything set up for Thanksgiving, which is a chore in itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we grinded out here, got everything set up for everybody that was coming here because we had some hosting. We hosted here. It, man, just cranked on through. All the family came here. We had a lot of diversity. It was pretty cool to see all the different traditions.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, so that was cool. And we just had a good time, man. And then Black Friday came for all the sales, and I got suckered into going to Micro Center. That's why over in your station, dude, you can see a big tower over there. That's the new Guru's mothership.
It is looming over my shoulder right now.
So that hopefully will be fully operational next week or the week after that.
Sweet.
I got to take my time because, dude, it's just not like normal data I'm moving, man. There's a lot of different...
Yeah.
I got to really think about it before I take something out, erase it, or... so it's a whole thing. I'm going to really dive into it hopefully this weekend, but that's the future of the shows in that box.
Oh, yeah. This studio is a tech center, man. It's so full of technology, you just wouldn't believe it.
Dude, the local electric company loves me.
So if you ever want to donate to help us out with that, please.
Oh, yeah. But to really start off my whole Black Friday shopping deal is I met up with the Mitch on Saturday.
Oh, the Mitch.
And I traded a guitar with him. Did a whole trade.
Oh, y'all did some guitar business.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. I had a Sterling John Bertucci model chilling here. I haven't really used much since last year when I really used it to practice with the Sage project. But Mitch had this Jazz Master I wanted. So I approached him. We hashed it out and made some other parts and pieces move. But yeah, we got a trade done, man. Look at it.
I'm looking right at it, man. That thing is sexy.
Yeah, the TVL Jazz Master, man. That's the guy from the Queens of the Stone Age.
That's right, man.
So yeah, that's a nice piece. I've always wanted to add one to the collection.
Yeah.
And this presented itself to me, and I said, yeah, let's do this.
Great.
So
man.
shout out to the Mitch, man. And I know he's digging the gear he got, what he needed. So we both feel like we both got the best part of the trade.
There it is. And it's got that awesome freaking plate on it too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the bound neck.
It's wow.
Right, dude. Nothing like a bound neck, man.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. It's
I love all of my guitars, but the ones with the bound fretboards, man, wow,
yeah.
They just stand out.
Great block inlays on it. It's really sexy, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff, dude. Really good stuff. So that's basically what I did, man.
Yeah.
It didn't started cranking back up this week. But here we are, dude. We're doing the show, man, and time flies, man. The whole week just was a blur.
Yeah, it was absolutely a blur. 53, man. We're here. Episode 53. Can you believe this? I'm impressed, man. So you want to run down episode 52?
Yeah. So last week's show, of course, we had Scott Harsha in studio. That was cool. First time in studio. I almost called him this week and told him to come up again, man. Because it was kind of cool having him here, man. Really dug hanging out with him, man.
It was fun, man.
So I've I probably might do that some more. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, man.
Yeah, you never know. 2020's coming, man.
2020's coming.
So, new year, new, we're going to have to, revamp it,
Well, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have to. This show has to evolve naturally. It's going to evolve.
Right. So we'll see what's up, man. So it was cool. So we had Scott Harsha in studio, and then we had Will Conway from the Superchargers on the phone on the Ollie's Barn Grill soundstage phone system.
Yep.
Talked to him and got to hear about his music journey, man. That was cool.
Very cool.
And then, like I said, that's a networking opportunity. We made it really open. If there's a Southern Maryland band down here that feels like they want to try the D.C. area to play a show and don't know where to get started, give them guys a holler and see if you can hop on a bill with them, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. So
Yep.
network that thing. But shout out to Will coming on the show. He's a good supporter. He's sharing the stuff out, so it's good for him, man. That was episode 52. That was the 1 year anniversary show. It's kind of cool, man.
Big time.
Dude, but this week's show, we're back here. We're cranking, and I thought we would come in and just do a normal show, but no.
No.
News just broke that Hannah Paraguay from the Trilogy band is stepping aside after the end of this year, and Tara Ray's taking over vocals. So with that news dropping like that, we're about to get the Ollie's Barn Grill soundstage first and some cranking. We're going to get Higgy on the beat going with David Higgins, Southern Maryland Chronicle.
Yep.
But after we get through the 12 to 10 ounce 12, I'm just rushing, man.
The 10 ounce 12 pack sampler.
Right. We're going to do the event, and then we're going to talk about Hannah leaving the band, and we're going to get Sean on at the same time.
Yeah, the first blending of David and Sean.
Yeah, and then that way it'll naturally take care of itself, and then we'll see how it goes, man.
There you go, man.
Cool. And then we'll talk Spoon's barbecue meal review. This week's spread's awesome. The picture's out there. It's getting energy, and people are reacting. And we are spoiled.
It was incredible.
God, we are spoiled. Shout out to Spoon's barbecue. We'll talk about it soon enough, man. That food was hitting tonight, man.
Wow.
God. I'm fueled up, man. I could talk until midnight.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So this week's show, we'll get through all that. That's the standard package. No matter what, that's the standard show.
Yep.
So that's an awesome show right there, man.
Yeah, no matter what, we're doing that every week.
Right.
Period.
That's period. All right. So, but we have two featured guests tonight, and of course, the Island Music Guitar of the Week.
Yeah, man.
And this week's guitar, of course, dude, I was in Jazz Master Happen.
Of course.
The American Ultra Series Jazz Master.
No big surprise there.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, it's Guru approved.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I highly suggest everybody go check that thing out. We'll talk about it soon enough, but let me just preview it like this. It's a Jazz Master with 3 knobs and an S1 switching system.
There it is. You heard that, right?
Fender just went, you got served.
An S1 switching system.
That's right, but we'll talk about that soon enough. That's the Island Music Guitar of the Week.
The Island Music getting it done.
Right, but first up on the Ollie's Barn Grill, for the first featured guest is Billy Sprouse, drummer from the Route 4 band.
That's right.
We told them guys we'd all have them on. Finally cranked through, and we're getting Billy on.
There
So I'm
you
looking
go,
forward
man.
to talking to him, man. He's high energy. He's ready for it.
Oh yeah, we like Billy here, man.
So that's cool. We're going to have him on. And then after that, dude, it's Jack McNutt.
Coming back.
Coming back for the Jack of all music trades. And I love it, dude. It's a monthly segment with Jack.
Yep.
And we get to check in with him all the time. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
and I hope everybody's been following along with this segment because it is a series. And this is the next part of the series.
Right.
So you definitely don't want to miss that.
Exactly. So we're going to get Jack on for the Jack of music trades to close it out.
Jack is back, baby.
And of course, we're going to find a pocket of time in tonight to do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout outs.
Absolutely.
So with how we're changing up in the beginning, we're gonna find a pocket of time to do that. And when it's appropriate, we're gonna knock it out.
And we should, man. We should. And real quick, before we get David on, just real quick. Me and you showed up at Island. Well, it was Monday,
Right.
according to the premiere of the show, for the Bruce Kulick clinic there.
Right.
And, for those, you guys know who he is. He was in KISS for a good spell. And the thing that impressed me the most was everything that he played at the clinic at Island was off the shelf.
Right.
and it sounded amazing.
Right.
And he said it perfectly, like you said. It's not the gear so much as it is
The player.
the player, the hands, the feeling of how you play. I know Island did a great job. The place was packed. I've never seen it packed
Standing
like that
room only,
before
man.
a clinic. I mean, we were in the back,
Right.
and we're the gurus, and we were in the back.
That's fine. You know, I'm not going to take someone else's seat. They can have it.
Yeah, they can have it.
Um,
And I just want to say, Island, great job, man. Great job, you guys.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park with that. The community center, ESP donated 2 guitars too.
That's cool.
That's cool. But real quick, going back to off-the-shelf products like that, yeah, it's all about the player. And if you want to be great at guitar, it's mass repetition.
Yeah.
That's how you get awesome. You just can't practice for 5-10 minutes a day and call it even.
No.
Your guitar has to be a part of you. To the end
There
of
it
that,
is.
I mean, then it'll take care of itself.
You're absolutely right.
But cool. Dude, let's get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking, and we'll get David Higgins on with the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the beat.
It's Higgy on the Beat, brought to you right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system. Everybody pop an Ollie. Let's get it on. Oh,
This is Higgy. What's jamming?
Hey, Higgy, it's Dan, man. We're in the studio doing it, man. How are you?
Not bad, Mr. Harsha. How you doing?
Man, doing fantastic, man. Spoon's Barbecue gave us a great meal tonight, man. We're high energy, man. We're fueled up for the night.
I had turkey.
We had ribs, man.
Yeah, but you didn't have turkey.
Yeah, well, I had enough. I've had enough turkey to last me another year, man.
seriously, right? Mr. Higgins, how are you tonight?
Not bad, Mr. Alvin. How was your vacation?
It was freaking awesome, man.
That's good to hear.
I ate the steaks the size of plates, man.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, buddy.
Perfect. Dude, Higgy, let's jump into it, man. What's happening this week?
All right, good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. Meteorological winter started on Sunday, and it definitely feels like it. Temps will be in the low 50s during the day and low 40s at night this weekend. There's a chance of rain all weekend long. So let's get started with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler of what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland.
Cool.
On Friday, Christmas at Flatiron Farm in Great Mills. You have Joe Norris at 5 o'clock. 5:30, you got the Whiskey Diplomats at Port of Leonardtown Winery. Bradley Turner Trio at the Cow Thai Restaurant in La Plata at 7 p.m. And at Toots Bar in Hollywood, you got Wild Good at 8 p.m. On Saturday, 2 p.m., you got James Cornett at the Port of Leonardtown Winery. Down at Hill's Country Store and Bar and Grill in Helen, you have the California Ramblers at 8. Coastline will be at Sunset Cove at Point Lookout Marina and Ridge at 8 p.m. The Valley Lee Band will be at Betsy Russell's Store and Bar in Valley Lee at 8. Also at 8 p.m., you have Rock and Roll Toys for Tots at Anthony's Bar and Grill in Dunkirk. That's going to be with School Days, Bottle and a Throttle, and Others May Fall. At Seabreeze Restaurant in Mechanicsville, you've got Spectrum at 9 p.m. On Sunday, 2 p.m., the Always Fighting for Caleb benefit at Babe's Boys Tavern in Waldorf. That's going to be with Sam Grow, the 81 Run. There's going to be raffles, auctions, and vendors. At 3 p.m., Toots Bar in Hollywood, you got the Small Town Throwdown with Robbie Kidwell, Matt Garrett, John Lusky, and Justin Taylor. The weekly music schedule is prepared by Len Arion with permission given to the Chronicle to reprint. And that's your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler for what's on tap this weekend. Be sure to check out the entire local music schedule, which is released Thursdays at 4 p.m. on SouthernMarylandChronicle.com and shortly thereafter on Facebook.
Cool, man. That's a lot of awesome music happening this
That's
weekend,
a whole lot,
man.
right, man.
Dude, it never stops here. We've been doing this for a year now, and the music never stops here.
No.
And it truly is only a sampler you're getting.
Yeah, that's just a little bit. It's insane, man. Awesome, man. So what's up with events, brother?
All right. We're at that time of year where you get a lot of Christmas stuff going on. So Saturday, December 7th at 6 p.m., Calvert County, Solomon's Island Lighted Boat Parade. Also on Saturday, December 7th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., you have the 2019 St. Mary's Splash, hosted by the Special Olympics Maryland. St. Mary's Splash is the coolest event in Southern Maryland and is the perfect way to show your support for the athletes of Special Olympics in Maryland. St. Mary's County. Special Olympics athletes compete in 27 different sports and reap the benefits of the program both on and off the playing field. Also, St. Mary's County, Saturday, December 7th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the base is the 42nd annual Pax River Craft Show. That's a few things going on for you this weekend.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, great events, man.
So Higgy, you've heard the big news that hit the wire tonight, right?
I heard the big news about 2 months ago. I had to hold my breath this whole time.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a different dynamic.
Yeah. I can't even say it. Yeah.
They didn't even give us the heads up.
Yeah.
Caught me about
Nope.
guard.
I knew 3 months ago.
Yeah. You know what it was like trying to hold this in?
Yeah, it's like a fart in church, man. Just gotta hold it in, buddy.
Hey, well, so I was brainstorming real quick, and I thought, man, let's call Sean and get him on with you real quick, and we'll hear from him real quick. What do you think?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, dude, stand by, dude. I'm going to get the Ollie's Barn Grill quad phone system cranking and to get this merged, so bear with me, all right?
We've gone to the quad system now.
Right.
Yeah, as I like to call it, a 4G.
Yeah. So stand by, brother.
This is the first time we blended with David and Sean together.
Right. So
in the same call.
Yeah, Higgy's on hold. We're calling Sean now, and hopefully he'll pick up. So
He will. Yeah.
He has to. It's like 7:13. We're right on time.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean.
Drama. He's giving us drama.
Good evening, gurus.
Right.
Sean, what's happening, brother?
Just jamming out in the studio over at Alien Audio. What's up?
Nice.
Dude, we're doing the thing. We actually got Higgy on hold on the other line. We're going to blend the call together real quick, and we want to talk about the big news that hit the wire tonight, all right?
All right, bring them in.
All right. Let's see. Come on now. And Higgy, you there?
I'm here.
All right, Sean, say hi to Higgy.
What's up, Higgy?
What's going on, Sean? Long time.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute.
This is awesome.
It's probably.
I see you've been busy keeping up with the news.
I'm
Everything's up
always
to the minute.
I'm always busy.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. It came across the waiver wire today that Hannah's leaving the band at the end of the year, and Tara Ray's going to start firing it up with you guys at the beginning of the year. Is that correct?
Actually, Tara's here at practice right now, so she's actually played a couple shows recently, so that's why the rumors were kind of going around. It was she was doing kind of like filling in every once in a while.
Right.
I saw that writing on the wall.
What do you think, Higgy? What happened in your world? What do you think?
I mean, it's terrible to see Hannah go. She put up on her post, she had only planned on being with the band, for 2.5 years or so. And it's been, what, Sean, 3.5 now?
3.5 years that I've been playing with her in the full band, but she's been actually doing the acoustic thing for 9 months prior to that. So
yeah, so it's been a lot longer than she anticipated. She's just like several other musicians in the area. They have family that they kind of been put off to the side and things that they want to do in life. So she's taken that step back. She recently got engaged. I'm sure it's not the last we're going to see of her.
Definitely not.
She's got it in her blood. But I really couldn't think of a better person to try and step into those shoes with you guys than Tara. I've listened. I haven't been out to see her yet, but I've known Tara for probably 5 years. I've been to many of her shows. I've seen the videos of her up there with you guys, and you guys just blend right together.
Yeah, I've actually known her for probably coming up on 10 years now. Because I met her when I was doing lights for the Beans a long time ago, for No Green Jelly Beans a long time ago. Rest in peace. Man, it's been a year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. This is crazy, man.
But yeah, so I've known about her for forever, man. She's just another one of those down to earth kind of people that you can really talk to and be real about, and that's what you need when you're coming into a project like this, especially because as far as my vision goes for Trilogy is I want it to outlive me. I'd like to move back in the back, in the back row and run lights for somebody else playing drums for me when I'm old and decrepit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want Trilogy to last lifetimes.
A couple trilogies.
And I mean, it's just it's just a level of expectation that we really expect in the show business, and Tara meets up to it 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, Tara is a has been a guest on our show before.
That's right. Yeah.
And give her our best from us. Congratulations on it. And if she's within earshot,
put her on.
Yeah, we'll tell her ourselves.
Yeah. Hey, Higgy, you got a roll, buddy, or you want to hang out?
I'm here.
All right, perfect. Hey, Sean, is Tara around?
I mean, the whole band's in there. They're jamming out right now. It's pretty loud, but if you want, I can go in there and we can put it on speakerphone.
Yeah, let's try it out, dude.
We're dangerous, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
This is cool. We're safe in the studio.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah,
just let me know if it gets too bad, and then I'll back out.
Well, when you get in there, to say, hey, I got the Gurus on, cut it, and see if everybody.
Or you can just be a typical drummer and just run and go, everybody shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I got
Here we go.
announcement.
Here we go. We're doing it.
All right.
Hey guys,
Yo.
I like
the
that.
Gurus would like to speak to you.
All of you. No.
Actually, it's particularly Sarah.
Hello.
Yeah, because, Jason and Chris, we don't care about Jason and Chris.
We got Sarah here. Sarah, say hi.
Hey, Tara, it's Dan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Now, we're doing the show tonight, and I just thought with all the news that's going out there that we just talk about it real quick. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm down.
That's awesome, sir. Are you excited to be a part of Trilogy now?
I mean, I am. Although, when I joined Trilogy, I kind of thought Hannah was going to be here. So, I was more excited to hang out with Hannah. But I guess I'll just deal with these guys.
Well,
Now,
You get to be in the van with them now for the road trips.
I know. It's so exciting.
it always starts off exciting.
I've gone on 3? No, 2 because I drove the other time.
Okay, so yeah, she's
2
still
road trips.
There you
she's still pretty fresh. She hasn't experienced the full road trip experience yet. She's only gotten 2 down.
I can tell you, if that's not the full experience, I don't know what.
Oh yeah, I know.
I don't think anyone knows what Sean is really like after a show at about 3 a.m.
after tacos, yeah.
Yeah, you really have to.
Well, hey,
You have to be there.
Tara, we just, Dan Albin here. We just want to say congratulations on that. And I know it's loud where you guys are. And we're doing something different tonight. David Higgins is on the line with us too at the moment. If you want to say hi to Dave.
Hi, David.
Hello, Tara.
How are y'all?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Busy day?
Of course.
Dig it. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations on everything. I know you're going to do great. Like I told everybody else, I really couldn't think of anybody better to step into her shoes.
I appreciate it. We're actually working on some new stuff for you guys, so stand by.
Yeah,
All right.
I need some new band
It's a whole
photos.
new show in 2020.
Are you going on tour with Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, we've been talking to Alanis a little bit, but
Okay.
it's kind of a different style of music that we do, and it doesn't. I mean, we do one of her songs, but most of our stuff is a little more poppy. So we're on the fence about going on tour with Alanis Morissette.
Now, you ought to
We'll let
know.
you know about that one.
I got one hand in my pocket. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
all right, Sean, Tara, Trilogy. You have a great practice. Sean, we'll talk to you next week. Large Hadron Collider. What do you think?
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, but apparently the universe was built in the billionth of a second.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
we'll figure that out.
And on that note, I have a theory that we're going to share next week with that topic, Sean.
Word.
That the world actually ended in 2012. We're in an
Exactly.
alternate reality right
I
now.
read the same article.
All
Isn't
right.
that great?
That's
we're going to
awesome.
get into that
Yeah, we're
next
gonna-
week.
That's next week
We're
on
going
Sean
there.
in 60 seconds. All right, Sean,
We're going
peace.
there next week. Let's do it.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you.
Y'all be good.
All right, guys.
All right, peace.
Have a great night.
All right, man.
Yep.
See you, Sean.
See ya, Chris and Jason, good night.
Yep, peace. All right, Aaron. Peace.
Oh, and Aaron, shit.
All right.
All right.
Higgy, you there, buddy?
I'm still here.
All right.
Wow, dude, you did the slot position this week, Higgy.
Right. Hey,
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
hey, dude, I told you before that we were going to cut sports out, but shit, man, let's jump right into sports.
Oh, we got
Why
got that. I kept that paper. Hold on.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Sports this week.
Yeah.
Somehow the Skins have managed to pull off back-to-back wins, first against the Lions and then this past weekend against the Panthers, which coincidentally was their first win in Carolina since 1998.
Jesus.
Wow.
Can you guess who the coach of the team was in 1998?
Oh, man. Who
It
was it? Was
wasn't-
it George Seifert? No.
No.
Oh,
He is the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers currently.
Oh, Norv Turner.
Yes.
That's it.
he might be the head coach today.
No, they got an interim guy already.
Oh, did they? Jeez.
Yeah. Hey, dude,
So-
the Skins are smelling a division if they could get their shit together and teams could
Right
lose.
now, with as bad as this division is, the Skins sit 3 games out of the division lead with 4 games left. And as crazy as it seems, if the Skins win out, the Cowboys lose out, and the Eagles beat the Cowboys but lose their other 3, the Skins will win the division.
Oh my God.
Dude, if the universe is really already pre-programmed, that
we-
will happen.
Here we go with this again. The Skins are going to the Super Bowl. Look out, everybody.
But don't you know? It'd be honestly really crazy if this did happen and they did go into the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, dude, that would be the most unlikely story ever.
Yeah. But don't hold your breath on it. But it was refreshing to see the run game that was so dominant. Between AP and Geis, they
Right.
they tore it up on the field. The defense looked stellar at times. They did have some problems still. Offensive line still gave up some sacks. But it looked, you could see glimpses of what could happen.
Right.
So real quick, if you're saying that every coach for the next 4 weeks that has to play the Skins, if they lose, they're afraid of losing their job.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Ron's
We
out.
can't lose this. I will lose my job.
Yeah, they got rid of the coach down there.
They iced the coach down there with Pepsis. I saw it. It's incredible.
Wow, man.
All right, over in the NHL, the Bruins have won 7 straight to tie the Caps for the best record in the NHL. They sit up at tied for number 1 out of the whole NHL. Caps are going to play the Sharks, Kings, and Ducks this week. Over in NBA, the rebuilding Wizards are not looking bad at all. And as I've said over the past several weeks, they're sitting at 6-12, but they've been competitive in most of those contests. But they just don't have the depth or experience to finish those games out and close them.
Right.
The Wiz are going to play the Magic, 76ers, Hornets, and Grizzlies this week.
Yeah, dude.
And that's your weekly.
Yeah, hold on. If they could just get the defense up a notch, man,
Yeah.
it'd be scary what they could do because that's their biggest problem, man.
Yeah, it just comes with experience and being able to close those games out and not make those mental mistakes at the end when the pressure really comes on.
Right.
When it's a 5-point game and you have those mental lapses.
Right.
So that's going to come with the experience. They're not looking for 6-12. They do not look bad at all.
Yeah, I'm digging what they're doing, man. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty refreshing.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's your weekly wrap on news. As always, follow the Chronicle on Facebook at facebook.com/SOMD Chronicle or southernmarylandchronicle.com for all your local, state, regional news, weather, and sports. And I will see you guys next week.
All right, Higgy, that was
All right,
awesome, buddy, man. See you next week.
Have a great night, guys.
All right,
All right,
have
man.
a great week, buddy.
We'll see you.
You too.
All
Bye.
right, bye. There it goes, man.
Bam.
Dude, the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage foam system just cranked that, man.
It is cranked out, and it handled it to the max. The max crank.
Yeah, so man, that was kind of awesome. We broke the news broke today. Hannah from Trilogy's leaving. Tara Ray stepping in. Of course, Sean Kirkpatrick of Trilogy Man's a part of the show every week.
Yep.
We have that access, but they kept that close to the vest because I had no clue.
Yeah, that was very close to the best.
So I give it to them. They keep their in the business world that's called keeping your laundry at home. They're keeping
That's right.
They're keeping their dirty laundry at home.
That was very professionally handled and very well done.
Yeah, I love it. There's no drama. There's
No, none of that.
she stole my job.
No, there's none of that. None of that dumb bullshit.
Right, so
Yeah.
this is awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I was happy to got Sean and Higgy on at the same time, and then Sean being him, we got him, convinced him to go in the band room, man.
Yeah.
We talked to Tara right there in the
Got
night.
the bonus. Look at that.
So that's kind of cool, man.
Look at the poll we've got, man.
Hey, man,
That's a joke, by the way.
yeah. Hey, man.
Well, we want to thank David Higgins, as always, Southern Maryland Chronicle, for coming on weekly and sharing the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, the events, the sports, and the local news, man. What a great job over there.
Yeah, man, I love the Chronicle, man. Everybody should make it your homepage on your internet browser.
Yep.
It's an awesome read. And like I said, it's the news. It's not opinions. It's the news.
It's the news. It's fact-based, not opinion.
Right. And it's awesome, man. We got our page up there. Does good.
Yep.
I'm just crank it out with him, guy, man. Love Higgy on the beat.
Yeah, man.
And it's the segment, man. So this week was cool. So we did the Sean and 60 Seconds merge with that because they're practicing all night now.
Yeah, they're working.
So, dude, let's talk to Spoon's meal review, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dude,
we're way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, the internet buzz is there tonight with this one. The picture looks fantastic. People are reacting.
The food is 1,000 times better than the picture. And the picture is fantastic.
Exactly. The ribs were awesome, like usual. Fall off the bone, and the meat is just perfect.
There was a lot of meat on those bones today. A lot,
man.
Perfect.
Oh, man. Dude, like I said, we are spoiled.
Dude, when I walked in the front door tonight,
Yeah.
now granted, when I got there, the time has changed. It's dark.
Right.
It's dark. Well, I get my usual parking spot right there in Rosewick. It's the greatest parking lot in the world.
It is the greatest
approved by Dan Harsha.
The greatest retail parking lot in the world.
Yes,
at the Rosewick
right there.
Crossing Shopping Center.
I come pulling in the dark, parking my spot. I grab the front door to come in, and when I pulled that front door, you know what I heard from a distance? Exactly. 25 feet away at that bar, that beer was cracked for me. Boom, set down. That's Nick, man. He saw me coming.
Yeah.
And had it ready for me. So when I got to that bar, I already had a beer ready.
One night I'm going to go with you when you go pick this
To
up.
me,
buddy.
that means everything.
Right.
I walk in that place like royalty, man. I love it. They treat everybody the same way, though.
Right. That's the charm.
It's no special treatment. Everyone gets treated great. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so the shrimp fried rice tonight was awesome. I'm just reflecting back, man. It was such a great meal. Mac and cheese, perfect.
Tacos.
The shrimp tacos, yeah. Dude, everything. Dude, it's just an awesome restaurant, man. And I keep sharing it out there. You got to go there one night, check it out for yourself.
Yep.
And just go on that Korean American barbecue journey, man.
Yeah, man.
Check it out, man. They got
Check it out.
everything, man.
You could go 10 times and still not run the whole menu.
Right. It's
There's
really cool.
everything.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Spoons. They're doing it right by us by keeping the meals coming. I put the order in today, discussed everything with them. It's fantastic people to do business with.
Yeah, we've had that partnership for almost a year.
It's coming up on a year. It's
with
coming
them,
up soon.
and it's been fantastic. And the one thing I can honestly say about this partnership over the last almost year is the consistency of the quality of food we get every week.
You're
It's
right.
just been on point every week. There hasn't been a stretch of like a month where it's like, oh man, what's going on? None of that. Every time it's like, oh wow,
Right.
consistent. That says a lot.
Dude, we're one of the lucky few people that love Tuesday nights. Right? You know?
It's the best night of the week, man.
Exactly. In our world, it is, man.
It is.
So,
Absolutely in our world.
yeah, and Spoons is a part of that.
Yep.
man.
And we're proud to be a part of it with them.
Yeah, I mean, we're putting in the work here. They're feeding us to give us the energy to put in the work.
Yep.
And that's real cool, man. And we get to talk about their business. And that's awesome too, man.
Yeah.
Because it's real. You
It
know,
is real.
you can go there and see for yourself. You know, the food's real.
If it wasn't, we wouldn't have had this partnership this long.
No, exactly.
It would have lasted a month or two and been
Right.
like, okay,
Exactly.
we're parting ways or whatever.
And they get it. They're in for the long haul.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best part.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not looking to go anywhere.
Oh,
we
they,
love them.
They've got their feet planted. They're in it.
Yeah.
They
So,
want to be a part of the community.
Yeah, and we're encouraging all the local musicians when you're not gigging and you're not doing. You need a place to call home as your spot.
Yeah.
Spoons Barbecue, man.
Yeah. Hit me up, man. I'm a mile down the street. I'll meet you for a beer.
Right, and he will.
Damn right. Ask Jim Kobe.
Right, right. So I mean, and you can go there and drink and not be broke when you leave. See,
That's correct.
That's the other charming part about it.
It is.
You know,
very
I
charming.
was sold already before we even talked price. But the prices there are in line, if not cheaper, than pretty much everywhere else.
Yeah, for the amount of food that you get and what you're paying, I guarantee you, for 85% of us, you're going to need a box to take home the rest.
Yeah.
And it didn't break your wallet. And that's the bottom line.
I mean, the happy hour specials are unreal.
Yeah. The portions are generous.
Right.
Very generous.
The happy hour specials are unreal.
Unreal.
It's insane.
All day Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's cool, man.
Very cool.
It's real cool. Spoon's Barbecue, Rosewick Shopping Center, Rosewick Crossing Shopping Center, La Plata, Maryland. Go there and check them out, man. It's an awesome spot, man. The food's fantastic, and the hospitality's like being at home.
Absolutely.
Check them out, Spoon's Barbecue. All right, man. So, dude, we got a couple extra minutes of free time real quick.
I see that, yeah.
Let's go right back and talk about the computer system coming up, man.
Sure, why not?
So
this is your time to shine, because I have no idea what's sitting here next to me.
So what the plan is the computer I got now is based about 5 years old. You know, when I put the initial build together.
All right.
But it's time for a change.
Yeah.
The specials came on, and I said, screw it, let's go do it.
Screw it, let's go do it.
Right. So I went
that
and got
was my motto in high school.
Right. So I went and put it all together. I got it. It's all fired up. It works. It's just I haven't figured out how to move all the data the proper way yet, man. It's just so mind-boggling what I got to do.
All right.
But hopefully next week it's cranking, man. So it's going to be awesome, man.
Okay.
And then, of course, I game on it when we're not doing the Guru show. So.
See,
So
there is an ulterior motive.
That's the other ulterior motive. So. So the new Call of Duty game's awesome. If anybody wants to play, let me know. I'm down with it.
All right.
But, dude, you won't see, but on the side of it, that's all glass. You see that? That's glass. You can see inside of it.
I do see that. I can see my face in it.
So what'll happen is when that thing fires up next week, man,
Yep.
you'll see all the lights inside. It's pretty cool. Adding some little coolness to it.
Man, to everyone who listens to this show every week, thank you. But you guys have no idea how cool it is in here. It is very cool in here.
I call it my little tech heaven, man.
It is, man. We're gonna partner up with somebody locally to do a nice little documentary of what we do.
Right.
A little short 20-minute documentary. Because you guys have got to see how good we've got it, really. Because this is cool, man. This is why we do this every week.
Yeah, so hopefully that thing gets fully operational next week.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be cranking it in, and hopefully, man, when it comes to doing all the other stuff and producing, it should be a lot faster than what I got now.
Oh, even better.
So hopefully that adds some more productivity.
There you go.
So, but I'm not looking forward to moving all the files because it's not as just easy as just move them.
No. Hey, just move them there. Hey, guy, just move them over there.
Yeah. Put them down.
Yeah. How hard is it, you jackwagon?
Yeah, it's just a computer, a personal confuser. Right?
Wow. What? I apologize to everyone from Massachusetts right now.
No, you don't.
No, I know. Massholes.
Yeah. Like those damn Patriots. Not too good now, are you?
Yeah. How you doing there, Tom Brady? Yeah. You masshole. So, dude, this is great, man. This is what we were talking about earlier about evolving. We're seeing this thing here. The show's evolving. Everything's evolving.
Yeah, man.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to 2020, man.
Oh, dude.
Dude, this year's booked up.
Who wouldn't? 2019 exceeded all expectations. Could you imagine what 2020 is going to be like?
Dude, I remember growing up as a kid watching the show on TV called 2020. Going, I wonder if this show's going to be on when the year is 2020.
Trust me, Barbara Walters' next year is going to be like, it's 2020.
On 2020.
Hey, guys, it's 2020.
Right. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. But no, dude, 2020 is going to be an awesome year. Like I said, I might have Scott come up here more often than not. Set in, maybe.
Yeah.
Do it like that. I don't know.
Your brother, Scott Harshaw.
Yeah.
Guitar player for David and the Dynamos.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I might have him up here a little bit.
Let's
more.
keep that Belvedere away.
Well, dude, I'm buying it.
My God. He
He
drank the whole 3-foot bottle of that shit 2 weeks ago when we did the show.
Dude, yeah. It's his liver.
Right? Here I was, thought we were just on a regular gig on a weekend, you know?
Right.
Just kidding.
I don't know, but we'll see what 2020 brings. Like I said, the show's booked out for the rest of this year. Quick programming note. The way the calendar falls at the end of this month, the week of Christmas, of course, we're going to be off. Because Tuesday's Christmas Eve. No one wants to do an interview on Christmas Eve.
No.
Danny's got family. I got family. It's just that time of year. So we're not doing the show that week.
Right.
The problem for the following week is Tuesday is New Year's Eve.
Right.
Everybody's gearing up to throw down and have a good time.
That's correct.
Last thing they want to do is do an interview on a podcast.
Nope.
and we're not going to do it here. So we're going to be off 2 weeks.
Yeah. We
All
deserve that.
But that's fine. We're in retool, come back 2020. I can let you know the first guest of 2020, Chris Dean's coming back on.
Oh, the first guest of 2020. It's Chris Dean.
Yeah, we're going to get him on. We might just roll with one guest with the first show back.
Yeah.
I'm going to try something out. You know, I don't know yet. I'm still putting it all together.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're going to change things up a little bit next year. Just to keep it fresh, to keep people tuning in. I don't want everybody to get complacent. You've got to tune in every week to hear the news.
That's right.
See what's happening, because we're going to throw some curveballs so that way we keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm thinking, and I'm looking forward to it, man, because this last year with you, man, it's been awesome, dude.
You too, man.
It's just great, man, because there's no more like, we'll hang out one night, man. I know every Tuesday I see you.
That's right.
And it's cool.
Like clockwork.
It's like clockwork. So
we've got an excellent work ethic. That's what we do.
That's what we do, man.
That's what you got to do. To do what you want to do, you have to do it all the time.
Right. Mass repetition.
So, you know, this last year, it exceeded all expectations, man. Last October or whatever it was, when we were just sitting around spitballing, like, hey, let's do this. Well, yeah, that'd be great, man. We could just sit around here and
just talk.
Record us talking about albums we like.
Right.
And then, boom. Hold on, we can talk to people.
Right.
We can talk to musicians. We can. Here we are.
Right.
Jeez, flips.
Dude, if they weren't so weird about music playing in the background that was copyrighted while you're talking over it, that no one's gonna physically buy, I don't get it. I mean, but whatever, it led to greatness.
Axl Rose got pissed. He didn't like that shit,
and
so we had to stop that.
Yeah.
So
the Guns N' Roses episode ruined it.
There's some attention being paid to our little program here.
So it is what it is. It happened, but it all happened for the better. Look at the partnership with Island Music now.
Yep.
Guitar of the Week every week. I mean, dude, it's like I'm going back through my files, getting ready to move into the new computer. I'm like, wow. Oh, yeah, I did have that one. Oh, yeah, look at, oh, wow. Dude, I was like, dude, just the amount of guitars I've had, one a week for so many weeks, man, it's pretty special. I dig it. And I don't take the position lightly, and I just think it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And without that, their partnership, man, they're just so good for the community. Again, I want to talk about that community center real quick. Them partner up with the town on La Plata, making that thing happen.
Yeah.
ESP donating guitars for the music program at the community center.
That's great.
Man, it's happening down there in La Plata, and it's a small army of small business people making things happen.
Right.
And when you're down there talking to them, they don't talk about what's going on in Washington. They're about solving problems in their community. It's not about it down there.
Exactly.
And that's why it works.
This is an exciting time, man, for the town and for the area.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they put together the festival, Rocktoberfest.
Yeah.
Everybody's working together for the community.
Yep.
That's cool, man. So, dude, we've been wrapping up, man. It's coming up on 45 minutes.
There it
man.
is,
Dude,
man. Look at that.
Normal time, dude. So we got some curveballs in the beginning with the breaking news with Hannah leaving Trilogy, Tara Ray stepping in.
Yep.
Awesome that it's a mutual thing. Everything's awesome. There's a great post by Hannah.
Yeah.
Love that inside, and
we wish her the absolute best in her future.
Right.
Seriously.
And I hope, just do it right and have fun. And you know what? couple months or a year down the road, hey guys, I'll show up and sing a couple songs with you.
Yeah, how cool would that be?
That's gonna happen.
That's
I know
gonna, dude. It's still in your, it's still in your blood, man. No matter what.
So that's why that's another reason to go check out Trilogy when they're playing local, because you never know when that might happen.
The surprise.
Yeah, so that's cool, dude. Let's take a break. We'll come back and get this cranking.
Awesome.
All right, it's Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We'll be right back. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today.
Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
You're tuned in to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. The only show that Chuck Norris is afraid to be a guest on.
We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, man, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, man. What's going on, Albin?
Yeah! We're back
man.
after Thanksgiving break, man, and we're fired up, man.
Dude, that call with David Higgins, Sean Kirkpatrick, and the rest of Tara Ray with new lead singer of Trilogy and the rest of the bands in the background was awesome.
Yeah, Tara was a bonus tonight, man.
Yeah, that was cool,
She's
man.
been a guest on the show before, but we weren't expecting to be able to talk to her tonight. So,
Right.
Wow. How cool is that?
It was cool, man. The Ollie's Barn Girl soundstage film system cranked it out, man. And guess
Yeah.
what I'm going to do? I'm gonna pop an Ollie now.
Pop and Ollie. That's the first time we've had, we do David and Sean every week. They got their segments, their family here.
Right.
First time they've been on together at the same time. That is so cool, man.
Yeah, another first.
There it is, man. We're just full of firsts.
Right, man. That's kind of cool. The night's cranking, man. It's got a good energy about us, man. I think it's going to come across great on premiere night, man.
No doubt about it.
I hope everybody's ready to buckle up because we got the rest of the show to do now.
Oh, yeah.
This is where the guitar gurus shine, man. It's
That's
the
right.
bonus content. We got 2 guests coming up.
Yeah.
The Iowa Music Guitar of the Week. The Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout-outs. We're going to sneak that in soon. That's coming up. So a lot to go on, man, and we're just getting it cranking, man. The show's awesome, man.
Yep.
This is cool. So first up on the docket is Billy Sprouse, drummer for the Route 4 band. I'm going to get it cranking, dude. Give me some soothing tones.
Yeah,
So,
man. It's Route 4 band. It's Billy Sprouse, drummer. Route 4 band coming on here. We've had Tyler and Alex already. Billy's the last piece of the puzzle.
That's right, man. Are they getting the 4th person yet?
Well, they have a bass player. I shouldn't say the last piece.
Right.
Hello?
Billy, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
You damn right.
Yeah,
There's
all
the answer.
dude. We're in the studio, man. We got your mic lit, man. You're here, man. Mr. Albin's in studio with me. Mr. Albin, say hi to Billy.
Billy, good evening to you, sir.
Mr. Albin, how you been?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man. We want to thank you for spending time with us this evening.
I want to thank y'all for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, Route 4 band's got a special place at our show, man. And I think the audience knows that. You guys are for real. We're digging what y'all are putting down. Of course, y'all opened up for David and the Dynamos back in the day at Ape Hangers. That was an awesome show. Got to see y'all play, do your thing. And it's just been fun to watch your band evolve over the last couple months. So bravo to you, sir, and thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool, man. So, dude, let's jump into it, man. I'm dying to know the backstory on yourself and why you play music, man. Talk to me about that and shoot us up to how you came into being the Route 4 band.
All right. Well, it all started way back. I used to live in Phoenix, Arizona, and a friend of the family's, her name is Vicky. She was a country music singer out there, and her husband, Eddie, plays the drums. And I was very, very young.
Right.
And we all went out there to watch him play one time at one of our shows. And I was just, curious watching him jam on the drums back there. And I was like, I think I want to do that. So I was talking to my parents, my grandparents, and they talked to Eddie. And Eddie was like, hell yeah, man, if you want to learn how to drums and you're serious about it, I'll teach you how to play. So he would come over to my grandparents. My grandparents bought me my very first drum set, and Eddie would come over to their house and teach me how to play, and did a tape. Back then they were tapes, no CDs.
Right.
And he made a tape of recordings and me playing and him teaching me so that I could look back on it. And ever since then, I've been playing drums for over 20 years. Taught my brother how to play, and basically all kicked off watching him play, and I wanted to get into it.
Dude, I'm digging that kind
That's
of
great,
information.
man.
That's awesome.
I really love the fact that he showed up and gave you that time and spent time with you so you could do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, especially, because he still plays, even to this day. He plays gigs, him and his wife do, and everything, and they have things going on. So I thought it was pretty cool that he, would take time out of his busy regular work schedule and then his gigs and everything to come and teach me. And it was pretty cool. And then one year at Christmas time, I had a little, I believe it was just a little 4-piece. One year we went home to Christmas time. I say home. We went to Arizona and walked in the house, my grandparents' house, and there was a 6-piece drum set sitting there, beautiful drum set. And I said, I was still young at the time. Drum set was bigger than I was. And I was sitting there, and I asked my grandparents, I said, is Eddie coming over to play? And my grandpa just looked at me and said, no, son, that's your new drum set. And my eyes lit up.
Wow.
And I was like, well, geez, I didn't know what to do. I was just speechless and everything, And I sat there looking at it, and he was like, what are you waiting for? Get on there and jam out. And I was like, all right, cool. So that's the same set that I still have today. So that was over 20 years ago that they bought me my second drum set, and I still have it, and I still use it. I use it in the band as well.
Great, man.
That's awesome, dude.
That's so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you play in any garage bands back in the day, man? What was that like back then for you?
Yeah, back in high school, there was a a buddy, Brandon, that I went to high school with. He played guitar, and it was just me and him. And he played Metallica kind of stuff. And I was born and raised on country, so that's mainly what I played. But I was like, I can go outside my comfort zone. So he came over to the house one day after school, and my parents let us play in the garage. It was just me and him, and we were playing, Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and just different kind of music and everything. And we were actually going to be recruiting people to start a band, but then, coming close to graduation time, and he decided he wanted to further his career and join the Marine Corps. So, which he is still into this day, and that was back in 2001 that we graduated. So he joined the Marine Corps, and so that time I was like, well, he's moving on to better things and whatever, so I had to stop. And it's been my dream to just be in a band and tour, like Sam and Philip and, like all these people making it, and everything, and that's just my dream. And so I play music because I enjoy it. I love playing the drums and whatnot. And the Route 4 band is now my dream because obviously it was to start a band. And now that I met Tyler and Alex in September of last year, and we got this kicking off, like I'm enjoying it. I'm really digging what we're doing.
Dude, I'm enjoying listening to y'all play, man. Y'all crank, man.
Yeah, man. I absolutely
appreciate it.
Do enjoy what you guys are doing, man, and just don't stop, man. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it.
You've come this far. Why quit now?
And
yeah, exactly. I mean, we all have our ups and downs, at practices and agreeing on songs and.
Oh, I know.
Everything. You know how y'all know how it is.
I've talked to Alex for more than 10 minutes at a time. I get it.
Yeah, but
that's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. But in the end, we all come together and we make it happen. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, you guys really do, man. And we've done a few things together. Not
yes,
just the Apes, but we were at Last Drop together. And you didn't make it out to the Anthony's thing. You weren't there that night for over in Dunkirk for the hospice event in September. I didn't see you.
No, I was unable to make it that day.
I wish you were, because you could have kept Tyler and Alex in check. Because
right.
I have a feeling you're the guy that keeps everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen them without you, and they're not. They're raucous, man.
Oh.
They're off.
Yeah. Right. I feel like I do because they both live up there off of Route 2 near Owings and everything, and I live down in Lexington Park and everything. And so I have a 45-minute drive just one way to practice if I'm not working. Like tomorrow we have practice, and I'll be driving 45 minutes to practice till 9:30, and then a 45-minute drive back, and then get up and go to work in the morning. And then like when we have gigs up there at Anthony's, of course it's like 5 minutes from their house, but I still have that 45-minute drive, to drive up there. So I'm driving back and forth all the time, twice a week for practice and everything. And I mean, they come down here every once in a while, and we do open mics and whatnot. Yeah. But it's just it's rough. It's rough keeping it all together, but we're making it happen.
Well, what's up with they live off of Route 2? Why are you not the Route 2 band?
Because so we got our name because I have to travel Route 4 to get to Alex's house, mainly to get because and then I turn off Route 4 to 2. And then to get to Anthony's, we have to travel Route 4. And then for them to come down here, we have to travel Route 4. So basically, all of our gigs and practices and everything we do, we travel Route 4. So we were just like, hey, we'll be the Route 4 band.
There you go.
It definitely rolls off the tongue better than the Route 2 band.
Yeah, Route 2
Yeah, it does.
It's like the Route R2D2 band.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Route 4 band, not the Route. Is it Route 4? Route 4.
It's Route.
Everybody's different. Route 4, Route 4.
It's Route,
all good.
man.
But that's cool how you guys decided the name. I like that.
Yeah, dude. So what's the vibe in y'all's band, man? What's the hijinks when no one's looking? What are y'all doing?
So the vibe is pretty good. The music's pretty good. Since we first started playing, I feel that everybody's improved since we started as a band. We didn't think that this year we were going to be doing anything, just starting out and whatnot. But then eventually we've all stepped up and said, if people ask us to play even, for free or whatever at this point, let's just do it. And then we can just to get our name out there, and then we can worry about everything else later. I do see us going places this coming up year because we have some new music where we jumped out of country music to go to different genres. And our main focus is country, obviously, but we've also gone to new music. So listen up for new music we have coming out. When we're not playing music, we basically all of us just joke around with each other, have a good time. We talk about personal things, helping each other out in life and, what's going on, if there's anything we can do for each other. Basically helping each other out, things outside of the band.
Right. I played Tyler in Call of Duty on the other night. We were playing together.
Did you?
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, it was fun, man. He was tearing it up, man. Nice.
Well, it's great to hear that you guys are are tight like that, where you look out for each other, and there's things away from music that if you're in a band with somebody, you got to be able to do the personal things away from the music, just to be a part of each other's lives. It's important. So.
Yeah, I think it's important for the fact that of course everybody knows everybody in the band and everything, but to get to know your bandmates outside of the band, I think it brings everybody closer together, because then you get to know everybody personally, and you get to know you just get to know them. So when we come together and practice, it's even better. And then that way we can just and then when we do know each other personally, we talk about what we need to work on individually as musicians to improve the band, and also what we need to work on as a team to improve the band.
Right.
I think it's important that we all hang out outside of band as well.
Right.
It is important.
Keeps
Absolutely.
the harmony, and you all keep each other in check, because you got that camaraderie where you can be like, hey, man, you need to tighten up without starting a big ordeal.
Right.
Because some people can't handle a little bit of criticism.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it, because you're in the wrong business if you can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way that I'm going to improve, because, of course, every musician is their worst critic. We're always like, I'm not that great. We're, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, and I feel that way. I play, and Tyler's the same way. He's telling me times where I'm like, dude, you're freaking awesome. Like, and everybody tells him he's a great guitarist. And he's like, I don't think I'm that great. And I said, well, we're not gonna say that we're that great. We just do what we do. But I think since I've joined the band that I have gotten better, because I've actually had something I had to focus on instead of just playing to the radio and doing my own thing. Now I have, I got to actually listen to the riffs. I got to listen to the singer. I got to listen to the bass. The bassist. I have to listen to everything and put it all together and make sure that I'm keeping the timing. Basically, the drummer is the backbone of the band. I mean, we're keeping the timing, the rhythm, and if we get off, it throws everybody else off. Because I know some songs I'll slow down in, and Alex will look at me at practice like, the hell you doing, man? Like, you messed it up. I'm like, dude, just keep going. Like, I'm the drummer. The rhythm is whatever I say it is, basically.
That's absolutely right. That's exactly right. You're driving the bus. If the rhythm changes, everybody else has to just pay attention and adapt to make it seem like nothing happened.
Right.
You can't just turn around and go, oh, what are you doing? No, you go.
Yeah.
We go. We don't stop.
Yeah, because, we do cover songs right now, and some songs sound great the way they are originally, going fast or slow or whatever, but sometimes you just want to take it a different way and put your own spin on it and slow it down, see how it is. Speed it up, see how it is. And you never know. We've done that with some songs, and some of them sound really good and some of them don't.
Well, that's it. You try it all and see what works.
Right.
And if you try it and you all agree, like, that didn't work, you don't try it again. But you got to try everything. Give it all a shot, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
You can see it when y'all play, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
So, dude, live shows, man. Where are y'all playing at? What's going on with that right now in y'all's band?
Well, right now we don't have any shows scheduled. I know Tyler asked me, I believe on December 14th, me and Tyler will be playing an acoustic gig with a friend of his. And I believe sometime in January, Tyler has trying to set something up at Anthony's again, but that's all still in the works. It's all in the details. So if that pans out, we'll probably be posting something on Facebook about it. But as of right now, we're just, getting new music together, being the winter season, and there's not really any outdoor shows, and, everything's pretty much booked till the end of the year. So we're pretty much just working on new music and so that way when places start booking for next year, we can try to get our foot in the door.
There you go.
Gotcha, man.
You got it figured out. You know exactly what to do with this time that you have right now.
Right.
Yeah, man. Do you play the Call of Duty?
No, I used to play video games all the time, but I started my own business a couple years ago, and like I've just been besides my regular job, I've been working on my business stuff, so I've gotten out of video games.
I got you. I was just trying to set up a Guitar Gurus Route 4 band, Call of Duty, shoot 'em up, or that's all.
That would be cool.
I had fun playing with Tyler, man. It was cool.
Maybe I'll have to go up to Tyler's house one time, and maybe me and him can get on the game with you guys.
Yeah, there it is. That'll work. That's cool. All right, dude, let's get back on track. Sorry.
Well, you're the one bringing up video games.
Hey, man. Hey, dude, I'm all... dude, yeah, it's part of it's part of the culture, man.
It is. We did a whole tournament at Ollie's.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm talking about damn video games. All right, dude. Hey, so what's your current drum setup, man? Talk about your drum gear, man, because I want to geek out with it a little bit because we don't really get to talk about drums too much.
So it's like I said, that 6-piece that my grandparents got me that one year I went back home for Christmas. It's a pretty red 6-piece Pearl Export series. That means each piece counts as like the snare drum, the bass drum, and the toms. That each counts as a piece. You don't count the cymbals and everything. So basically, I have a snare drum, a bass drum, 2 toms that sit on top of my bass drum, and then 2 other toms that sit on the floor.
Okay.
I have 2 Sabian crash cymbals that I use. I have working with a Sabian ride cymbal, a small Sabian splash cymbal. I have a little tiny wood block, and I have Sabian hi-hats. I'm using for my drum heads. I'm using all of them are Evans 360 tom heads. I have. For my snare, I'm using a 14-inch reverse dot Evans head,
right?
A 22-inch EMAD EC2 bass head. All of these drum heads, I didn't realize, what drum heads would be good and what would be bad and what would work and stuff. So I actually hit up Joe Barrick of Sam Grove's drummer a couple years ago, and I was like, hey, what heads do you have?
Right.
I mean, could you help me out and everything? So he told me what to get. So those are the ones that those are all the ones that he told me to get, and I like them. I use 5A size 5A ProMark Classic active grip sticks, and I also use an in-ear setup.
Cool. That's real.
All right,
the in-ears is what's up, man. It changes everything.
I'm planning on adding on. I mean, there's like I didn't realize. Once you start a band, how much things that you could really use being a drummer. And I mean, there's like, you can get, I've seen Joe Barrick, like over the years, going to different shows and everything. And now he has like a rack that he puts the cymbals on. And I just look at different drummers when I go to different shows and everything and see what their setup is.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that would make it easier for me for setup and takedown for shows and just, things like that. So I'm planning on getting more stuff for it. It just, of course, it all takes money and time, so we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, anything you can implement to protect the investment, because being a drummer is an expensive choice.
Yeah, so, I mean, just a drum set alone can cost you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
That's right.
Most expensive instrument. It's the most expensive instrument.
Yeah, man. So anything you can use to pack it up properly and protect all that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have cases for cymbals, cases for drums, and and I get the fact that it's a lot of the guitarists and everything that they have a lot of equipment they got to carry too. However, if you ever go to a show and you watch the drummer and the guitarist is carrying maybe their amp, their guitars, their cables, and that's probably guitar stands. Then that's probably about it. But the drummer's coming in with like 5-6 bags, their drum set, cymbal bags, cymbal sticks, and I mean they got a lot of things to carry. And I'm very thankful to Alex, Tyler, and Frank. Frank is our newest guy. I'm very thankful and have to give them a shout out because at every show, every practice, they're always making sure that first, instead of putting them first, they're always making sure that I have my stuff in and that I'm set up and that I'm ready to go. They're always willing to carry my stuff for me. Even though I tell them, look, y'all, I got my instrument, you guys got yours, I'm good. But they're like, no, you got a lot of stuff to carry. So I have to give a shout out to all 3 of them. for helping me at every show and every practice.
That's
yeah,
cool,
you've got it figured out, and they don't know you figured it out because you got them bamboozled. None of us can set up until you set up.
Right, and like there has been some shows where we were down at the river by Tyler's house, and I was going to be late, and I was like, well, you guys can just set my drums up if you want. And I was like, but wait a minute, it's actually, you guys don't know how I need it set up for me because everybody plays differently. So he was like, dude, we'll just take them there and you can just set them up when you get there. I was like, all right, that works.
Dig it, dude. So, you've been jamming out this past year. What was your biggest frustrations with jamming out? What you know, in your live performance, what's a thorn in your side, man?
The biggest frustration that I've noticed is not breaking sticks or anything like that, because, you know, guitars break strings, drummers break sticks, and you just pick one right back up and you keep going. I mean, It happens. But my biggest frustration at live shows is when my in-ear doesn't work right, because I get everything set up. At practice, it's no big deal, but when I get to live shows and there's people watching and I have everything set up in my ear and I can hear everybody perfectly, you know, and because at practice we can have the monitors facing us and everything so I can hear, but at live shows everything's facing away from the drummer unless you got a monitor or something. But that's my biggest frustration with the in-ear doesn't work. It starts out working and it craps out. Yeah. And it's just like I have to keep on going, so I just take it out of my ear and I either wing it with what I know or I can actually hear what's going on.
Wow. Damn, man. Yeah, these in-ears can be particular sometimes, man.
Right.
But they're crucial, man. I'm telling you, it's a whole different world when you start jamming with those things in.
Oh yeah, it is, because I never used them before. Obviously, I just used headphones and everything when I was jamming out by myself, and then it was actually playing with David and the Dynamos at our first show at Ape Hangers, which I really appreciate and give y'all a shout out. But I saw Brett; he was using in-ears, and I was like, "That's what I want to do." So I went up after the show and I asked him. I said, "Hey, man," I said, "What? You know, how do you use the in-ears?" And he showed me how to use them. The rig. He helped me. You know, I kept messaging him on Facebook and probably annoyed the hell out of him, and I apologize for that. But he told me, you know, what was good to get, where to get it from, and everything. So I looked it up and found one that was right for me. And ever since that show, ever since I was able to get it, I've used it ever since. So I got to give a huge shout out to him for helping me out with that.
Cool. All right, man.
Yeah. All right. Great.
That's real cool, dude. Yeah, in-ear monitors, man. A whole different ball game.
Yes, it is.
All right, dude. Well, dude, you've done great tonight, man. You've hit all the points, answered all the questions. Hearing your stories has been awesome. But we got one last question for you. You ready for it?
I am ready for it.
All right, we call it best gig, worst gig. You answer in any order you want, but you got to answer both. What does Billy Sprouse have for the Gurus tonight?
Well, let's start out with we'll go from the good to the bad.
Sure.
So, the best gig we've ever done, we have some pretty good shows and everything. You know, some mess ups like everybody does, but I think our best gig was not too long ago. We played a Halloween party at Anthony's on November 2nd. We had a pretty good crowd from the beginning to the end, and at some of our shows we didn't even have a crowd. So that was pretty awesome.
Right.
They were loud, they were singing, they were dancing. We were all on point with each other. Everybody in the band. I mean, Alex was on point with his singing and his guitar playing, and Tyler was killing it. And we actually had a fill-in on bass because Frank couldn't make it that day, and he only practiced with us, I believe it was twice before, and then a couple times at home. And he killed it too, and which, you know, and it gets me pumped up when the other guys are just sitting there jumping around and Alex is on, everybody's on point, and it gets me pumped up, and I just start playing, and it's just like that night was our best night, and it was very memorable, and we had a pretty good crowd going, and I mean it was awesome. That was our best gig, I believe.
Sure, man. Sounds like
great,
it, man.
man.
I can hear it in the conviction in your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then everybody knows our worst gig. It was out on the news and everything, and I believe it's all of ours. Everybody in the band's worst gig was when we were supposed to play at the Green Door down here with the Swains on October 11th, when a vehicle went through the building and we had to cancel the show. That was scary because I put my drum stuff right next to the door inside, just my cymbals and things like that, right next to the ATM, and we were all helping each other bring stuff in, and we went outside. Me and my girlfriend went outside, and Tyler went outside, and we were bringing stuff back in. And right as I went to open the door to the bar, I hear tires just squealing, and then I turn, and then I hear a loud boom, and then I look, and there's just dust everywhere, and there's a SUV that's like almost halfway into the building, and people are running out, people screaming, and people on the phone to 911, and like it was it was bad. It was horrible. Like there was some people got hurt, not terribly, but one guy in the Swains was his leg got hurt, and I mean it was horrible, and we had to cancel the show, and we were actually pumped up because there was a big crowd going already, and we were just like, man, this is going to be our best show. This is awesome. And I feel bad for Tyler and Alex and Frank because they had to they had to drive all the way down here, not knowing where it was, and then it had to get canceled. So I felt kind of bad for them driving all that way and then us not being able to play. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm just thankful that. Because we were just the Swains was about to set up and do sound check, and if the drummer of the Swains would have been sitting right there where the SUV came through. So I'm just thankful that that we did not start sound check.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I remember when all that went down, man. That's nuts,
yeah, it was
man.
Nightmare.
We got to follow up and find out what happened to that asshole that did it, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to inquire about it, but the guy I'm talking to is still trying to hear from a PAO or PIO or something like that, and he's supposed to get back with me. People have told me some things when I've asked them, but it's all hearsay, so I don't want to like speculate and everything. But apparently, when at the scene there was an open container of alcohol inside the vehicle. So I mean, who knows? It could have been drinking and driving, a medical problem. Either way, it's I'm like you. I want to know what the hell happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some accountability.
Yeah.
Right.
And as we said when this happened, we had Tyler on here after it happened.
Right.
And still, even to this day, we stand behind the fact that we are just grateful that nobody got like seriously injured.
Yeah, because we saw some of the footage from inside, and there was a guy standing right there next to the ATM, and when the vehicle came in, it knocked him and threw him against his equipment, and then threw him on the floor. So it was it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. Well,
Man.
dude. Well, I hate to end your interview on that note, but we all do remember what happened. We're thankful everybody made it out. There was no fatalities. And hopefully the authorities deal with the drunk driver or whatever happened with that guy. It gets dealt with, man.
Yep.
Billy, man, you are awesome. You rocked out your interview tonight, man. Thanks for doing this with us, man.
Yeah,
thank you all again for having me. I've been excited when I heard I wanted to be on there. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be able to be on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
because you hear Southern Maryland guitar gurus. You don't think that there's ever going to be a drummer on there, but it's all good. I appreciate it.
We're all inclusive here, man.
Yeah, don't let the name fool you.
Yeah,
right. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I've got a special plan in 2020 for a Bass Love episode that you're gonna love.
That'd be awesome.
So drummers, everyone's welcome. It doesn't matter to me.
Nice.
Me and Dan, it's all about the music community.
That's right.
Yeah, the name doesn't mean guitars only. No.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we all do the same thing. We all play music and everything, and we're all. To me, I think we're all a big family. I mean, everybody comes together. The David and Dynamos gave us our first show ever at Ape Hangers, which we are very thankful of, and we did better than we thought we were going to do. So it's just, and from right there, we have to be thankful to them, and they are really the ones that actually got our name out there and let us be able to show who we are.
Well, we're gonna have to do that again then.
Yeah, man.
That would be very awesome. We've been looking forward to it. We just a matter of setting everything up with everybody's schedule.
Well, we're in a transitional period.
Right.
whether you know it or not. If you didn't listen 2 weeks ago, we don't have a drummer anymore.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You haven't been listening to the show.
Man, that's a bummer.
So we're working on that. We'll get it figured out, and then the Dynamos and the Route 4 band will strike again together on a double bill. How's that sound?
Hell yeah. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Good deal. All right, Billy, man. Well, we thank you for your time tonight. We're going to cut you loose, let you get back to doing what you do. But, man, thanks for coming on tonight, and thanks for the great information.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, man. From the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night.
All right.
See you, Billy.
Yep. There he goes, man.
Billy's a great dude, man. He really is a nice guy, man. He looks out for everybody. He's that kind of guy.
Yeah. You can tell, man. He got the band going, man.
Oh yeah. He's like I said earlier. I bet you're the one that keeps it together. He is.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So shout out to Billy Sprouse, man. Route 4 band.
Route 4 band. Not the Route 2 band. The Route 4 band.
Right. Well, dude, guess what time it is, man?
It's time for more beer.
We could do that.
I can do that. I can grab some real quick while you start the
Island Music Guitar of the Week. Yeah, man, let's do this, dude.
I'm going to go grab some Ollies, guys.
Yeah, there he is, dude. So I'm in the studio by myself, and I'm going to start it out, dude. We got this week for the Island Music Guitar of the Week, we got the Fender American Ultra Jazz Master. The color is called Plasma Red Burst, and it has a maple fingerboard, which is not typical for Jazz Masters. Most of them have rosewood fingerboards. So having one with a maple fingerboard is awesome. And these American Ultra Jazz Masters are what's up, man. Fender hit it out of the ballpark with this. So bringing the Jazz Master into the modern era. Blending classic single coil guitar tones with the modern player preferences, the Fender American Ultra Jazz Master represents a performance-focused update to one of the most iconic electric guitars around. Two Fender Ultra noiseless pickups to deliver that classic chime and richness that Jazz Master fans love, man. While the S1 switching system gives you the ability to switch between series or parallel modes for even more sonic versatility, man. Dude, you're back.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
I got it. I walked back in and I heard about that S1 switching, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Wow.
Dude, Jazz Master with a volume and two tone knobs and S1 switching system, it's ultra, man. Yeah.
I bet it's badass.
Pop that out, dude. So set back and get ready to listen to what's up with this guitar. All right. The modern D neck profile with satin finish plays amazingly fast and smooth. Fender has that satin finish on these necks, man. That's just killer. I mean, killer, man.
Whatever they're doing, the formula is perfect.
Right. It's complete with a bound compound radius fretboard for fluid playability. The Fender American Ultra Jazz Master is an outstanding example of the world's favorite offset electric guitar. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this Thanksgiving past week, having that, because I actually had to pick that up on Wednesday because my schedule there and how the holiday was, I had to pick it up on Wednesday, so I had a couple extra days with it, man. What a perfect week to have a Jazz Master.
2 extra days, man.
Yeah, so I'm thankful for that. That was awesome. So this thing sings, dude. So let's talk about the ultra noiseless pickups, because this is the first time I've ever seen that with a Jazz Master, so it's just pretty cool. Various iterations of the Fender noiseless pickup technology have been a huge hit with players, and the American Ultra Jazz Master is sure to please as well with its pair of ultra noiseless single coil pickups. They serve up the shimmering chime and wide-ranging tonality you expect from classic Jazz Master pickups. And because they resist the buzz and hum of typical single coil pickups, you can hit the stage confident knowing that you're not going to be fighting noise through your whole gig, even when you're playing with high gain tones. And I can tell you, dude, you turn on the high gain, you can strum it, and you're not playing it, it's not killing you. It's quiet, dude. They did these things for what's up, man. Everybody I always talk to, they're like, dude, I changed the stock pickups out, man. I'm like, no, dude, just leave them alone.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
learn.
it's not like the old days where it's like you stop a song, you got to hit your pedal. Because if you don't, it's like, what the? Turn it off.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. So, dude, it's like, dude, the technology is there with these things, man. I was giddy all week, man.
It's like the guys who work on these now are like guys from our generation that are limiting all this shit that used to get on our nerves.
Yeah.
They're fixing all that. Now's the greatest time to buy an instrument like this.
The quality is amazing.
God.
The quality is amazing and it's consistent. Let's talk about the supreme sonic versatility you get with this baby. Jazz masters have always been able to cover a vast sonic range, offering up tones from warm and woolly to sharp, percussive, and biting. The Fender American Ultra Jazz Master takes this flexibility further with the S1 switching system, accessible via the master volume control. And what's cool about these knobs, they're steel knobs, you know, they're not the typical Fender knob.
Right.
So it's a steel knob, and the button is hidden in the top of the knob, and you wouldn't even know it's there unless you hit it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very slick. Very slick.
Slick.
Let me see, I lost my spot. The switches the ultra noiseless pickups between series or parallel operation modes, offering a distinct sonic character, so you can really play around with it. And speaking of control knobs, the American Ultra Jazz Master gives you even more tonal control by giving you a tone control for each pickup, which is huge, man. I'm telling you,
That's not typical.
no, not typical at all, man. That's why I was just geeked out with it, man. They went against a typical design, because, you know, Jazz Masters is volume tone.
A tone for each pickup.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was really cool. And you also got to remember about the switch up top for another rhythm circuit tone for the bridge, the neck pickup. So it's even cool, man. Let's see here. Easy playing compound radius fretboard. So let's talk about the neck and the fretboard real quick, all right? The American Ultra Jazz Master's performance-driven features extend to the neck in a big way. While it's all maple construction and an eye-catching embossed Fender headstock logo, standard enough run up the fingerboard logo. Oh man, sorry. The Fender standard logo, the typical logo, but the way they did the inlay with it is awesome, dude. That's why I did the picture the way I did. You'll see it on the picture. The Jazz Master's fretboard boasts an easy playing 10 to 14 inch compound radius with 21 medium jumbo frets. Rolled fretboard edges feel especially comfortable and can make a big difference over long sessions. The Modern D profile gives you plenty to wrap your hand around without feeling bulky or slow. And the neck's super slick ultra satin finish encourages fast, fluid fretwork. And I can attest by that. One of the favorite elements of the American Ultra Jazz Master here at the Gurus is its tapered neck heel. Play this Jazz Master and you'll understand what I'm saying. This expertly sculpted heel gives you easy access to the guitar's entire fretboard without cramping your hand. You have to go try it out.
That is a bold statement, my friend.
And it's real.
Without cramping your hand.
Without cramping your hand, you can get to any fret, and it feels like anything. It's easy, dude. It's easy. I'm telling you, they hit it out of the ballpark with those heels.
These guys are good, man.
And that's all. And that's across the whole range of the Ultra series. Is that heel? They're really highlighting it that this year.
Yep.
So, dude, it's a home run guitar. If you're in the market, you want something different that not everybody's gonna have. This Fender American Ultra Jazz Master, man, is what's up. Let me go over to tech specs and then we'll wrap it up, okay?
All right.
Of course, it's a solid body guitar, and the body shape is what they call American Ultra Jazz Master. It's a right-handed guitar with 6 strings. It's got an ash body with a gloss polyurethane finish. The color on this model was plasma red burst. The neck material is maple. The shape is Modern D, and then the radius of the fingerboard is 10 to 14 inch compound. The maple fingerboard material. Black Polaroid dots for your inlay markers. 21 medium jumbo frets. It's got a scale length of 25.5 inches, a nut width of 1.6585. It's with bone nut too, so it's got the great nut from the beginning. You won't have to replace it. That's what's cool. Of course, it's got the chrome-plated brass slotted saddles with tremolo. Fender Deluxe die-cast sealed locking tuners. So the nice locking tuners at the top. So you don't have to deal with the vintage style if you don't like that style. It has, of course, 2 ultra noiseless vintage Jazzmaster single coil pickups. And the controls are the S1 switch, volume, tone, and then a 3-way toggle switch, man. It's really cool. So, dude.
Wow.
Awesome guitar. Go down to Island Music, check it out, walk in the store and go, hey, I'm here to see the guitar of the week. They're going to show you this baby, and you're just going to go at it, man.
And let me guess, 1999.
You are correct, man.
Yeah.
Got the tag here.
Without going over. Hard case?
Hard case.
Wow.
With all the goodies.
With all the goodies.
Yeah, it's the top of the line, man. That's Fender, man. That's the American Ultra Jazzmaster.
This is the new, I mean, we've seen a lot of series over the last 20, 25 years. But this Ultra series is like, it is what it is. It says it is.
It's Ultra.
It's Ultra. I mean,
yeah, man.
They're getting everything like finely tuned on these things. It's a beautiful piece. It's amazing. You can check it out right here at Island. Right there at Island, right, not right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, go to the store and say, I'm here to see the guitar of the week.
Yeah.
And they're going to show you. And it'll be real cool. But that's guitar of the week this week, man.
Oh, yeah.
How about that, man? So, dude, man, how are you doing tonight, man?
Dude, I love this, man. Who wouldn't love this?
Gotcha.
There's only 2 of us that have this gig, me and you.
That's correct.
We're pretty lucky. I'm pretty happy.
I'm happy, man. Happy as a lark.
Hell yeah, a lark. How old are you?
I don't know, man.
Happy as a lark.
I just love to say it, man. It's good stuff. So what do you want to do? Take a break?
I can run through that 2 for Tuesday, and then we can take a break.
Let's do that, man. Here's the list. You check it out. I'm going to get you set up. So we're here talking. We're at the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio here in Southern Maryland via available Facebook. And, of course, on the podcasting, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, we're there. We're on YouTube. Please go visit YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. It's free.
Yeah, I mean, if we had 6,700 subscribers on YouTube as we have followers on Facebook, wow.
It'd be cool.
So we might actually be able to, like, you know, go out for a meal once a month or something.
We get one every week, though. Yeah. But no, dude, it's cool. Check us out. We're out there. We're here serving Southern Maryland, bringing the community together, giving the local guys some shine, man.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, helping the new guys that are starting out in the biz come up, man. Giving them a platform to talk about themselves, talk about their band, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like is helping out these guys.
Oh, it's so much. It's so awesome, man. Because, like we've said, we never had that. And now that it's here and it's happening, I'm watching people that I know on this side, that side, making connections, and they're doing stuff together.
Right.
That just makes me so happy.
It does.
People that didn't even know each other a year ago, they're doing shows together.
That's awesome, man.
And that makes me freaking smile.
Yeah, man. The mission's happening, man.
That's right.
Cool. So, dude, it's 2 for Tuesdays. Jesse Wickline, Allied Renovations, is bringing us the 2 for Tuesday shout-outs this week. And we want to shout out to Jesse Wickline real quick for sponsoring the segment, being here with the show, taking a chance with us. We really appreciate it. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Albin.
Yeah, all right. It's your episode 53, 2 for Tuesday shout-outs brought to you by Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations. All right, we're going to get this thing started because without you and the shares and the likes, we would not be here. We've got Trish Galliano, Rob Lehman, Sean Kirkpatrick, Lisa Watts, Tim Elder, Vinny Barbarino, Outside the Wire, Mike Stacy, JC Moore, Jim Kobe, David Higgins, Rick Curl, Mike Stacy, the St. Mary's County Arts Council, Angie Walker, Carly Zakutney, Tyler Brotherton, Cassidy Greer, Dave Barbie, Steve Pence, and Jesse Wickline himself. That is your 2 for Tuesday shout-outs right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, episode 53, sponsored by Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations.
Yeah, man. I'm cranking it, man.
It's our favorite part. My favorite part of the show.
Yeah, man. And you just cranked it out and hit a home run, man.
That's right, man.
Dig it. I'm missing baseball. I'm missing the baseball.
I would love to call a baseball game.
Oh man, that would be so awesome.
All right, and look, just a bit outside.
Right, I definitely Bob Buchered up a bit.
Must be in the front row.
Just to get it started. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Or as Bob Bucher said, we're Cleveland's down. Who gives a rat's ass?
No one's listening.
No one's listening. But thank you all. Thank you all for the support of this show. We love you for it because this is what keeps us doing this every week. And it means a lot to us. We really mean that.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. Real quick, though, if you go back and watch Major League, the Indians were almost in the same ratio of loss-wins games as the Nationals were.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go check that out.
Oh, you did some homework on this.
Yeah, it's only a couple different games difference, but it's that same gap.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, go check it out, dude. It's
seriously. Did they like bring in Lou Brown to get this thing done?
Dude, I don't know what they did, but Mike Rizzo came out today as the Major League Baseball Executive of the Year.
Wow.
For pulling off what he did. So
he must have went in that locker room and said, let's give them all a big shit burger to eat.
Yeah. Damn right, man.
Yes.
That's cool. So, dude, let's take a break. We'll get reset up. We'll get Jack McNutt on for Jack of All Music Trades. Get the second installment, man. I'm excited to hear what he's got to say. And we got free time. We're just going to wing it with him, man. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Man.
Cool. It's Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We'll be right back.
Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
Welcome back to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. If you're lucky, you'll see these two on a tandem bicycle riding down 925.
We see each other through different eyes.
Yeah, man, we're back from break, dude. Dude, we're in the home stretch, man.
Yeah, man.
All the homework's been done. We're just on cruise control. About to get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking. We're going to get Mr. Jack McNutt on for Jack All Music Trades. Man, it's fantastic tonight, man.
Yeah, it absolutely is, man. So we're going to say welcome back, Jack.
Yeah.
This is an ongoing series with Jack McNutt from Island and his Jack of All Music Trades series. Talking about from inception to performance to everything you got. There's a lot of things that have to be done. And I can't wait to hear which segment we're on tonight with it.
All right, look, dude, I'm going to get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking. Give me some soothing touch.
Hell yeah. Jack. Welcome back, Jack, on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
Come on, it's cranking.
Hey.
Hey, Jack, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You ready to do this, man?
Let's do it.
All right, dude. I got Mr. Alpin here with me. Say hi to Mr. Jack McNutt, sir.
Well, hello, Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's likewise, sir. Nice meeting you.
I love it.
I just saw you last night. So, dude, it's awesome having you on with this segment that you're doing. And I cannot wait to hear this part of your ongoing series.
Yeah, I think last time went pretty well. Sounded pretty good. I had a few people reach out to me to do like a follow-up kind of thing, so I thought that was really neat.
Awesome,
Great, man.
Well,
That's
dude,
what it's about.
So, refresh our memories. What are we talking about tonight?
So tonight is going to be focused more on the dynamics of being in a band, and then you develop that chemistry with the people you play with.
Sure.
And they're all very important things. I think in a larger perspective, I think when most people hear the word dynamics, if you're not familiar with being in a band or playing with other musicians, you probably don't know, like, out of context, you probably have no idea what that means. And then for people that have been playing with bands for a long time and playing with other musicians for a long time, dynamics are one of those things that you always try to, like, hunt down and put together.
Right.
Yep.
And so you kind of hit this roadblock when a seasoned veteran meets up with a rookie and they try to do something. Because most times if you don't have a lot of experience playing and jamming with people, you probably do have in turn a lot of experience of what's called, like reading the room, understanding the situation. And so dynamics can be anything from, everyone cuts out on that drop beat at the same time to, you're shuffling as a drummer, bass players doing a nice walk, guitar players doing everything they need to do to fill that space around it. And it just grooves, it clicks. You're not trying to force it. Everything just feels natural. But that all kind of ties into the chemistry side of everything.
True.
Because every band I've played in, every jam session I've taken a part of, when everything's clicking, it's usually with people I get along with really well outside of the music.
Okay.
And so this becomes more of a, am I in a band, like we're just serious, guns for hire kind of band, or am I in a band with a bunch of my friends and we're just having a good time?
That's two totally different dynamics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are very talented guys out there that, they can jump in with anyone, be a gun for hire, and be full of dynamics, and be able to pack a room with everything that's needed. And then you get all the guys that, get a few drinks in them, hang out with their friends kind of guys. And those are the, kind of like your closers that you didn't know existed. They just kind of pop in and fill out a spot.
Right.
What about the hybrid that can do both?
The hybrid that can do both, that's a rare breed.
That's me.
It's the unicorn of the music community.
Yeah,
it's highly sought after. If you can find someone that can, play the corporate gigs and then also come down and play the bars and the open mic nights and blend in just as well. Those are people you want to, like, you know, sign into a contract and don't let them go.
Right.
Nice.
So rope them in, do what you got to do, seduce them if you have to, you know. So I'm gonna keep you around. But yeah, so it basically just feeds off that. It all comes down to, you know, chemistry is real important when it comes to putting a band together. Last time we talked about, you know, how to find band members, how to control your social media presence. That way people are, like, interested in playing with you.
Right.
And I had mentioned before, too, like, if anyone starts spouting real big about politics, I usually steer clear of playing with those guys.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And so I feel like that really affects chemistry because, you know, if someone thinks hardcore one way and then the other guys in the band think hardcore the other way, you want to hope that they can just let bygones be bygones, put things aside, and just let the music do the talking. But not everyone's going to be able to set that aside. People are going to hold on to those kind of things, and it will affect the room. It will affect the energy around you. So chemistry just kind of comes with time. Like, you gotta, you know, look past what's going to hold you back from each other and realize that if you're going to jam together, you're going to form a separate kind of bond with each other outside of politics, outside of religion, outside of your day-to-day thoughts and realities. You know, you sit behind a drum kit, you throw that guitar over your shoulder, you step up to the mic, and it's a whole different level of atmosphere that you're starting to create with other people.
Yep.
Yeah, and so one of the big things for me is, like, I can do the corporate gig. I can take my drum kit and I can go step in and fill in a corporate gig. I can do that kind of stuff, no problem. You know, you give me a list of songs for an event, and I can step in and I'll play the songs. But I also prefer, like, you know, one of the, like, here's a big one. I think most of us that have played in bands can relate to this one. Show's over, everyone's packed up, everything's all done, you've checked out for the night. If you're a cover band, you made a good amount of money. If you're an original band, you checked with the promoter and he gave you $5.
All right.
And then afterwards, if you're at a bar and they're still serving, you're probably sitting around having drinks. One of my favorite things was finding the all-night diner or the late-night restaurant on the way home from the show.
Absolutely.
And I think bands do so much, like, forming of themselves right then and there.
Yep.
You discussed ideas. You talked about what fun you had. One of my favorites, we played a show in Fredericksburg, and we stopped at Waffle House. And we all sat at the bar, you know, their little countertop bar in Waffle House, and I probably ate way too many hash browns. I gotta tell you guys, too, like, the cool thing about Waffle House, little side note here.
Yeah.
I love that I can get, like, hash browns covered in chili and cheese at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
makes for a great ride afterwards. You know?
Yeah, you know, and then, you know, it's in the middle of the winter, so you crank up the heat and you try not to fall asleep on your drive home.
And lock the windows and just let it rip.
Yeah, lock the window, yeah. It's, and then, but, you know, it's nights like that, and then, you know, you're sitting around at Applebee's, you're sitting around IHOP, Waffle House, Denny's, you know, bonds start forming.
That's
right.
correct.
And,
You're absolutely
you know,
right.
when you start forming these bonds with everyone you're in a band with, like, the chemistry and the dynamics just kind of start falling into place.
Yeah.
And you look at it, it's interesting, like, when you watch a band, if you pay close enough attention, a lot of times you can tell if they're going through some shit.
Right.
Or if they're all just having a good time. Because, and this is another thing, too, like, performers can take note on, is, like, body language says a lot about your performance.
Yeah. Big
And
time.
so, if your band's lacking dynamics, you're lacking chemistry, people can tell.
No doubt. no doubt.
I saw there was a band. They were the band Him,
Yeah.
and they were real big on the heartogram and everything. And Viva La Bam was all about them.
Right. Yeah.
And I saw them some years ago. They did that. They were on that Project Revolution tour that Linkin Park used to host.
Right.
And it was a crazy show because on that one show, so the bands I mainly remember was Him, Linkin Park, Stained, and My Chemical Romance.
Okay. Nice little show.
Yeah, it was a real big collection of people.
Right.
Watching him perform was tough. They didn't have any type of like movement or atmosphere or energy. They all just kind of stood there. The lead singer was nursing cocktails and cigars the whole time, which as a singer, you should probably never do that on stage.
Right.
You're not Ron White, the comedian. You're fronting a band.
This ain't no tater salad.
Exactly.
This is and then I was just kind of disappointed. And then it wasn't long after that, I think they announced they were breaking up. I was like, yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Right. But then My Chemical Romance and Linkin Park, those guys went on at the end of the night. And those are two of some of probably the best performances I've ever seen.
Nice.
And you just kind of got this vibe that those guys, they kind of got it. And then, of course, both bands after a while had stopped doing music. But this was back in like, I don't know, 2008.
Yeah, good 11 years ago.
Way back in 2008, yeah.
So both of those two bands still had a good run ahead of them. They were still, touring, cranking out good music. But I just remember watching him perform, and I kept thinking to myself, this is depressing. Like, I don't ever want to be in a band where something is taking us over so much that we can't even go on stage and put on a good show. That we can no longer have fun doing it.
That is good.
And if you're right, and if you're having the forced dynamics and you're not developing any chemistry, it's really hard to go out and have fun because you're trying to force it. You're putting so much stress and energy into it. You just kind of like, what was the Netflix movie, The Dirt, about Motley Crue?
Yeah, we were talking about that pre-show tonight.
Yeah, and you kind of look at how they ended up.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it was Motley Crue. Aren't they the ones that signed the contract saying they could never play a show together again?
Yeah, and then the greed got the best of them.
And then the money showed up.
Yeah, and then the money showed up, which they all said, no amount of money can ever do it. It's like, look at you now.
Bullshit.
But, but they got to a point to where they had to sign a contract to say they were never going to play with each other again.
Right.
Wow.
How much chemistry was in the room at that point, do you think?
Oh, none.
And then
Zero.
You also got to think, they probably weren't even all in the same room when the contract was signed.
Hell no. No, somebody was on the phone going, I'll sign that as soon as they sign it. I ain't signing that shit.
Yeah, get that to me now. I'm done with this shit.
It's grudge. It's all grudge shit. It's all grudge shit.
Yeah. And so I look at examples like that, and I think, man, I've had so much fun with so many bands I've played in, so many groups I've had a chance to jam with, and I don't, I've been in bands where it's just been total nightmares, but I was still having fun.
Yeah.
And so I think that, maybe that's just me on a personal level. Maybe that's just as long as I'm behind a drum kit or if I'm playing bass or something, I'm having a good time. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
But
think about this. Think about this, Jack. Have you ever been in this situation where you're getting ready to go on stage and you've got about, 4 hours to do, and you hear somebody in the band go, let's go ahead and get this over with?
Yeah, and that's why
that's when you know it's over.
Yeah. And I've had that happen, and that honestly...
You're not going to play to your best at that point.
No, because I spent the whole show thinking about that one line.
Yep. Exactly.
You spend the whole show thinking, like, well, why doesn't this guy want to do it anymore?
Yeah.
And then, but that's where those dynamics and chemistry come into place, because like I said, it all needs to take place outside of the music if you really want to develop anything. Because if you have true chemistry with your band members, if that guy says, all right, let's get this over with, in between sets or after the show, you need to be able to comfortably approach that person and say, hey, what's going on?
Well, that's a different approach than, most people would take. I like the, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything all right? That's
how it should be.
You're supposed to be you're in a band with somebody. That's the way you should be. But
yes.
Let's be honest. There's people that are going to be like, you know what? Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You just ruined we worked hard we practice all the time. We're coming out here and playing, and you're going to do this and ruin the night?
Yeah. There's so many bands that would say, all right, you're gone, instead of saying, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right.
And I've always been on the side of, checking in with people, making sure everything's going okay. Because that guy could show up that night and say, hey, let's get this over with. But if you don't take the time to talk to him, develop, there's that chemistry. Like, if you don't have that type of relationship with your band members to say, dude, what's going on? What happened? You might not ever find out what made them think that way that day. Because we all have moments where we show up and say, all right, let's get it over with. Whether it's music, whether it's work, whether it's showing up to someone's house for a dinner party, whether it's, even just hanging out with friends. I can't tell you right now, I love to cancel some plans.
That's good to know.
I love, I feel like I've become more introverted over the years.
Yeah.
And nothing makes me better than on a Wednesday night you get a text from someone saying, hey, I can't make Saturday. And I just sit there, it's like, yes. I start praising things, so I'm all about understanding people having a rough time and a rough day and they don't want to do anything. I get that.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in a band and jamming with people and there's like, all right, let's hurry up and get it over with, I take the time to find out. And more often than not, they're going to remember that. They're going to appreciate that. And when a day comes where you're having a bad time and you say, all right, I'm done with it, it's like, let's just play.
Right. It's like
you want to hope that they're going to check on you.
Yeah. It's kind of like in the same situation where, like, if you don't like the weather in Maryland, wait 10 minutes. It'll change. Because that same person may the next day say, man, I just want to play so bad. Well, what was wrong yesterday?
Right.
And just opening that line of questioning, you may realize, okay, they really had have a family thing going on. You don't know, or it could be anything. But a lot of us are quick to just jump on and go, dude, it's not fair for you to be like this right now. We're all trying to do this.
Right. And so I'm a firm believer in, I think dynamics and chemistry drastically affect each other.
Yep.
Because I do know a lot of guys that play the corporate gigs and they have amazing dynamics and no chemistry. But then I know a lot of guys that are just trying to start out with bands. More often than not, like most bands when they first form, it's usually because two buddies just want to start jamming.
Yep.
And then they bring in the third wheel, and you get the two people who know each other really well, and then the third person just kind of hanging out, and then eventually they get welcomed into the pack.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, you get all the chemistry, and then they have to develop dynamics. But every band I've been in, I always make a point to say, hey, we've been working really hard. Let's just make a hangout day. Like,
oh yeah, you plan things to just go do away from music together, just to fucking hang out.
Like, hey, we've been practicing twice a week for 3 months, and we don't even have a show coming up. Let's just take some time off and hang out.
Yeah, and that's why I would always do like barbecues at my house where we just get together and cook on the grill and just listen.
Oh, see, that's cool.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's bonding. It's all about the bonding and.
Yeah.
And no matter what, the instruments got busted out later anyway.
Yeah, and later after we've been drinking, if somebody gets an acoustic out, we have a good time. But there's no preconceived notions. We just get together and everybody like hangs out around the grill and we talk for hours and, smoke cigars and just bullshit about what we like and things that are going on.
Exactly.
It's about the bonding is important, man.
Yeah. And then when you start bonding, it makes it that much easier to like stage presence when you start developing chemistry.
Yeah.
Like I'm a huge sports guy, so I also like to think about sports metaphors.
Yep, same here.
And so, like, for example, I grew up playing basketball. That's kind of like my go-to thing, basketball. And I didn't grow up playing hockey, but I know a ton about hockey. In basketball, one of the biggest plays that, for some reason, to this day, in the whole history of basketball, that teams will always struggle to stop is the pick and roll. Because, the ball handler gets gets like 3 main options to mess with here.
Right.
So your teammate comes up, sets this pick. You go around the pick. You get three main options. You can drive past the pick and shoot a layup. You can pop, shoot a jump shot, or you can drive out and then turn, pass the ball back to the guy that set you the pick, and then they can shoot. But that only works if you understand each other.
Right.
That's right.
So take live music, for example. For another example, bass player and guitar player. You got a lead singer, you got a drummer. That bass player and the guitar player, man, it's old school rock and roll, but everyone loves to see a bass player, a guitar player, 2 guitar players, whatever it is, go back to back and start trading riffs and shreds.
Right.
But it really, like, you're really only, you can do it without chemistry, but you're really only comfortable doing it if you really know the other person.
Right.
And you two can feed off of each other. You get to a point to where you don't even have to discuss how you're going to interact with each other on stage anymore. It just happens.
Yeah.
I understand that completely. Yeah.
And everything just flows. You end up at the same spot. Next thing you know, you're both standing sideways, guitars pointing to the audience, headbanging with each other. It's just stuff that, as you get to know each other, as you bond, as you build chemistry, all this stuff comes together. You end up putting on an amazing show, and it just takes time to develop all this. So, if you think at the first, time we talked about all this, we talked about, buy the crappy equipment. Don't feel like you can't be a band because you can't afford $2,000 a year right away.
Right.
Find people to just start jamming with and get used to playing with other musicians. And as you get used to playing with other musicians, you develop those bonds, you develop that chemistry, you work on dynamics. And dynamics is one of those things that you better start rehearsing, because very rarely are you going to be able to get a group of people together, jam for the first time, and stop on every downbeat and understand, like, the tempos and swinging in and out of choruses and bridges. Like, that takes time to develop with some folks.
That's right.
But then, the guys that, the guys and girls that can swing in and out of that stuff real quick and easy with almost no practice and transition time with the group, they've spent a good amount of time on their craft.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to someone who's been playing guitar for 3 months and get mad at them because they can't figure out a transition in from a verse to a chorus. You got to understand where people are coming from in order to develop these relationships within your band.
Right.
Well said.
Yeah, this has been spot on tonight, Jack,
yeah,
man.
This is great, man.
Great, man. Good segment as always, brother. I'm digging it, man.
Oh, thanks.
The Jack of all music trades. So we'll have you back in January. You gonna be ready?
Yeah, January.
All right, cool. I'll email you all the info and we'll shoot it back and forth and make sure you're good. All right.
Sound good.
All right, Jack, man. Danny Albin, do you have anything else for him?
I just appreciate you doing this segment with us. It's very informative, and I really, really enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
I like our relationship we have here. We got a chemistry here with you.
Yeah, man.
Speaking
we got
of,
it.
Yeah, man.
It's rolling. So January we're probably going to look at. It's probably going to focus on networking and how to turn that into getting shows.
All right, yeah. Looking forward to that.
That's good stuff. Always, man. Well, Jack McNutt, we appreciate your time tonight. And from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
See ya. There he goes, man.
Great, man.
Jack of all music trades with Jack McNutt, man. I'm telling you, Jack has a mountain of information, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm digging what he's putting down.
Yep.
And these calls are just a plentiful of information, because the guys that are listening now are actually listening. They're like, okay, dynamics, chemistry. Yeah, man, it makes sense.
Yeah, hanging out outside of the band and
right.
just bonding and doing things together. And
Right. It could be as simple like playing video games, you know,
Anything.
online.
It could be anything, yeah.
Right. I mean, especially with all the younger guys now, you know, that's just built in.
Right.
Most of them do that anyway.
yeah, if you're going out doing an activity away from music and you've got each other's back, you're damn right you're going to have it on stage.
Yep.
And that's what Jack's talking about.
Well,
So,
dude, I reflect back to our time in the 90s when we were doing the band thing together.
yeah,
We were always hanging out.
always.
I mean, it was like 5 days a week at least.
Dude, every amount of free time we had, we were hanging out.
Right. And we practiced twice a week or whatever, once a week.
Yeah.
But
But we hung out the whole week. Anyway.
the whole week anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and that matters. I mean, that's the chemistry in the relationship. It matters.
And to show you what that means is that was almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here right now doing this.
Right.
So there is an important thing with this bonding, you know, and just, you know, having each other's backs.
Dude, I
huge.
think, dude, random thought, but those Towson trips with Cool Buddy Bobby.
we
back in the day,
can't talk about that.
God, man, those were some of the
Or-
funnest nights of our lives, man.
Yeah, the authorities, if they, we can't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were some of those were some of the funnest nights of our
Yeah.
lives.
Can
bro.
I borrow a cup of sugar?
Right.
That was your initiation. We'll never talk about what that means here.
Right.
All right.
Good deal, dude.
But that has a lot to do with it, man. Just those kinds of things that we did,
right.
you know.
And like Jack said, man, nothing better than going to a diner, dude.
That's what, you know, we used to do that back in the day. After a gig, we'd stop anywhere that was open and just sit and talk about
What happened?
what the night.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we did.
It's cool, man. Well, dude, man, what a fantastic show tonight.
Great show.
Good show for a great show to come back from Thanksgiving break from. I think we hit all the points.
Yep.
Recap real quick. We had David Higgins and Sean Kirkpatrick on together in the beginning,
That's right.
talking about Hannah leaving Trilogy, Tara Ray stepping in for her. All mutual, all happy. Everybody's wishing Hannah best wishes. We
Absolutely.
do here from the
We do.
show.
Yep.
She was the first female voice on the show
That's right.
because she did the whole band thing with Trilogy that night. So that was really rad.
That was great.
So we wish her the best, and I'm sure they'll play a show or two ever in the future. You know, that'll happen.
No doubt about it.
Man, so that was the first part. That was the standard part of the show.
Yeah.
Then we came back and talked to Billy Sprouse. Route
My
4
man, Billy.
Yeah, Route 4 band. Got him cranking on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system.
That's right.
Excellent phone call. I really liked it, and I like the honesty behind it.
Hey, yo, absolutely. Good.
You know?
Nice way of putting that.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
These guys are coming on here and they're answering the stuff honestly. I don't think we've gotten in too much showboat shit yet.
Yeah, there's no bullshit with these guys. They're going to
Yeah.
tell it like it is because it's their time to tell what they want to tell.
Right, and I appreciate Billy coming on tonight and having that honest conversation and promoting
Showboating.
yeah,
I love that.
right, and promoting their band, you know,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing. We're bringing their band up, you know,
And it's they get to come on and promote their band, their brand, their band. It's up to them. So
Right.
there's going to be no bullshit because they want to represent themselves to the best, in the best light possible.
right.
Billy, great job, man. Nice having you on. Appreciate that.
Yep. And then we had the Island Music Guitar of the Week.
Yeah.
And this for the Thanksgiving special, I got the American Ultra Jazz Master, man.
With an extra 2 days.
Oh, man. Excellent guitar.
Nice piece.
Yeah, go to the store and check it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Awesome guitar. And then we finished up the night with Jack McNutt for the Jack of All Music Trades.
That's right. A continuing series.
Loved it, man. Loved
And
it. Dynamics and chemistry, man.
What a great topic. And he just nailed it.
And then January, we can look forward to networking.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one too.
Yeah, and this is cool, man.
It's
Like I
very
said,
cool.
man, the Jack of All Music Trades, the monthly segment's awesome. And,
Awesome.
And it's going just as I thought it would, man. We're hitting all the points,
Yep.
and that's cool. Shout out to the sponsors real quick.
Yep.
Of course, Southern Maryland Chronicle for sponsoring us on their site with all the YouTube links and videos and all that good stuff that David Higgins does for us.
Yep.
Shout out to him. Spoon's Barbecue, fantastic meal. Love it tonight. God, man, go down there and have a Guru time, man.
That's right.
Tell them we sent you. They'll treat you like family. They'll get you on your Korean-American barbecue journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jesse Wickline, Allied Renovations. Cranking it in for the 2 for Tuesday shout-outs, and he does the commercial spot.
Yep.
Chris Lane Tattoos. My buddy Chris doing the commercials for his tattoo business. Go see him. If you want to see ink job that he's done, just check out my stuff. It's all
right.
him. And of course, he has his Instagram, Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram. Check it out. You can see all his work there. It's phenomenal. Go get yourself a tattoo. Tell him the Guitar Guru sent you. If you send him a personal message through Instagram, you get a special gift. So you got to send a message.
Oh, a Tat Guru.
That's cool. Then Cooper Construction.
That's right.
That's
Cooper
right.
Construction.
Man, doing all your site maintenance services. As we get older, we start buying more older purchases. And some of us out there need site maintenance done.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
septic tanks and all that stuff.
Some
man.
of your septics are older than we are.
Exactly.
It might be time to get them taken care of.
Right, man. And that's a real thing going on around here.
Damn
a lot
right,
of,
man.
lot
You
of
don't want to
houses,
fuck with your shit pipes.
right down. A lot of houses built in the 70s and 80s are coming up for a lot of maintenance.
Yep.
And it's that time, so don't sleep on that.
Nope.
'Cause the longer you let it fester, the more money it's going to cost you.
That's right.
But dude, I think I hit everybody there.
And as always, thank you, Ollie's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Justin.
Right there in La Plata.
Yeah, Justin Wade and company. Thank you guys. Y'all are bringing it home every week with us with the beer, the soundstage phone system,
Yeah.
and it's a place to call home if we want to go hang out.
That
somewhere
is Ollie's Bar and Grill is the Guru's official home base
for shows and
in
all that
Southern
stuff.
Maryland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's cool, man. And
Justin, thank you so much for everything you do for us, and we do appreciate it.
yeah, man. But dude, tonight's been awesome.
Tonight's been freaking awesome. It hasn't just been awesome; it's been extremely awesome.
Yeah, man. And we got another killer show next week planned.
Of course we do.
So stay tuned for that. It release comes out on Monday.
Yep.
It's gonna be a killer week for me because the day gigs got me traveling.
Oh,
So I got to record, edit, produce all Tuesday night next week.
All right.
It's gonna be on. So
Well, I would say, yeah, I can help you, but I can't help you.
yeah, it's what it is, man.
Ah.
So we'll see what happens. But everything should be fine.
Yeah.
So it's all good, dude. I'm spent, man. What about you?
Spent like a freaking dollar in a vending machine. when you're
Exactly.
starving to death.
Exactly. So, dude, I'm done. I thank everybody for listening, checking us out. Shout out to the fans.
Yes.
Shout out
absolutely.
to the local music scene, to all the artists, all the musicians out there that are digging what we're doing. We're here for you guys.
Yep.
Send us a message. The answer's never no. It's just when we can get you booked. We have a
That's
lot
right.
of things going on, but it's just a killer program we're doing here, and we just love doing it, man. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, I feel like 2020 is going to get booked very quick, where there's going to be a pretty good waiting list.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to mix it up and keep it fresh, though. That's for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Well, cool, dude. Well, I'm ready to go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Dude, Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. We'll see you guys next week.